there, folks. Thank you for dropping in, stopping by here at Imago Spiritual Learning and Wellness. And just wanted to do a kind of a quick thing here. I'm enjoying my tea. It is it's still morning here. A few minutes left in the morning here in Southern Oregon. And I want to share about the tea that I'm drinking, which is it's Burdock Root tea. Burdock Root, Burdock. And I just wanted to read some couple of things about this tea, why I drink it, for its benefits. And what are those benefits? And because here at Imago Spiritual Learning and Wellness, it's all about learning what could be of benefit to us in at the levels of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, in all ways, right? Because ultimately it's all about the oneness, the unity of life, and so in the oneness, nothing is compartmentalized and isolated as if it is its own world, right? So the physical impacts the mental, which impacts the emotional, which can impact um, the spiritual. Maybe not our spirit, our essence itself that remains untouched, but in terms of how we engage or how we express or how we pursue that which we deem spiritual in our lives, um, spiritual ideal, a school of thought, a belief system, whatever it may be. So anyway, Burdock Root Tea, it's good stuff. I'm reading here from Natural Healing with Herbs by Humbart Santillo, or if he's Italian, Santillo. Santillo. I still don't know, whatever. It's all good. And this is an old book I bought many years ago. I found it at this little out of the way uh, antique store in some little tiny town outside of Redding, California, when I used to live in Mount Shasta, and 25 cents, 25 cents, and it's a gem. It's a gem. So anyway, I wanted to read about Burdock Root tea and its benefits and how you know you might want to put this on your radar. It's definitely worth looking into and pursuing. And again, the tea is made from the burdock root, right? The root. You can also do things with the leaves as well of the plant, but this is burdock root tea. All right, so I'm just going to read this real quick, um, and then I'll read something else real super quick about burdock root, and then I'll get out of your way. All right, so burdock root is one of the best blood purifiers for chronic infection, arthritis, rheumatism, skin diseases, and sciatica. It provides an abundance of iron and insulin, which makes it of special value to the blood. It has volatile oils, which make it a good diaphoretic and clears the kidneys of excess wastes and uric acid by increasing the flow of urine. Diaphoretic, by the way, is something as when you sweat. So I think it's diaphoresis, I believe it is, like when you sweat profusely. So diaphoretic is something that induces sweating, perspiration in order to rid the body of toxins. Okay, diaphoretic. So anyway, it is excellent for gout. Burdock is used for fevers and skin problems such as boils, styes, carbuncles, canker sores, and these can be addressed by using a half cup of the decoction 3 times daily. And the decoction, a decoction is when you simmer the roots of a plant. Whereas Whereas if you did that simmering the leaves, that would be known as an infusion. Okay, so a decoction is just simply the part of the plant. Depends on which part of the plant you're using. That's a root versus leaf, um, or bark or whatever it may be. All right. So anyway, and it gives kind of a write up of the benefits, which is what I'm reading from here, and then indicated uses here, and how you can make yourself a preparation, whether it's a tincture, um, an infusion, or a decoction. Um, okay, an infusion of the leaves is used as a stomach tonic and for indigestion. The seeds made into a tincture or extract are good for skin and kidney diseases. Burdock can be used also as a fomentation for wounds, swellings, and hemorrhoids. And basically, a fomentation is just a topical application. Like a compress, right? It could be hot or cold. Okay. So, and the reason I started drinking Burdock was because I had some serious lymphatic swelling, um, that had stemmed from. I mean, there were some preconditions, but what precipitated it, this significant swelling. And you have to be careful with lymphatic swelling because the lymphatic system, it transports waste materials from the cells, and the um, the lymphatic channels run parallel to the circulatory system. Okay, so the circulatory system uh, carrying blood, and the lymphatic system carrying lymph, and carrying the uh, the body's sewage system. Okay, for the finer toxic materials that the cells give off, get rid of. Okay, so they're carried out by the lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system, um, where the circulatory system is the blood is pumped by the heart. There's nothing that pumps lymphatic fluid through the lymphatic channels. So you need movement, running, walking, bouncing on a trampoline, um, which I actually do 200 times a day. It just takes a few minutes. And But anyway, lymphatic fluid, and so I had significant lymphatic fluid that what precipitated it was back in 2018. I had a serious tooth infection, and I was really negligent, really stupid. But anyway, and so I had experienced a serious infection, um, and significant swelling on the left side of my face. And what happened was, after the infection was addressed and the tooth was extracted, what followed actually was a period of time where the swelling remained, which is normal, and then it subsides, right? And so the immediate area of the swelling where the tooth was, it did go down a bit, but there was still significant swelling that remained like for over a year, like close to 2 years. And I was afraid that, man, if this swelling remains and this lymphatic fluid backup remains, that can become cancerous. And I was really concerned about that. And I wasn't eating as responsibly back then. I was just kind of, I can get careless, lazy, um, and so anyway, and we take things for granted, right? And so we just, so anyway, long story short is I eventually started to address it, and it took a few years, um, but I did my research, and one of the things that I came across was the benefits of burdock root tea and how it helps to address lymphatic swelling, and it is largely gone. Still not 100%, believe it or not, from 2018, 7 years later now, but it is like 90% gone, and I have like about another 10% to go. So, um, so anyway, So that's how I started in my journey with burdock root tea. Can you see this? Be still and know. I love that message. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am one with Creator, that we are all one. Be still and know that we are all one. That we are all one with one another, that we are all one with nature, that we are all one with things seen and unseen, that we are one with Creator. Creator is not separate from us, as I once believed, because that's what I was taught through belief systems. It's a lie, but I'm not here to dwell on that. So, I wanted to read this also about burdock root tea, and here I'm reading from Prescription for Herbal Healing, second edition, an easy to use A to Z reference to hundreds of common disorders and their herbal remedies by Phyllis, I'm going to slaughter her name, Balch, 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 Balch. Anyway, just going to read a bit more about burdock root. All right, so burdock is a relative of the sunflower, and it grows to a height of 5 feet. And it goes on to describe its appearance when if you're growing it, or if you see it growing around. Okay, so studies have shown burdock. Let me. Burdock has been shown to be an antibacterial, anti-cancer, antioxidant, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and a liver protectant. In traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM for short, traditional Chinese medicine, burdock root is used in combination with other herbs to treat skin redness, ulcers, sore throats, tonsillitis, colds, and measles. It is also used as a diuretic to get the kidneys going and a blood purifier. Externally, it is used for dry skin like psoriasis and seborrhea of the scalp. Seborrhea is excess oiliness, like if to have oily skin is because of the sebaceous glands giving off too much sebum. Is it sebum or sebum? Sebum, which is an oily kind of liquid. Um, Sebum also, like if you boiled fat and the oily kind of thickish liquid that would be extracted from it through boiling, let's say, that's the sebum. So it's not the fat itself necessarily. All right, anyway. And then it lists here benefits of burdock root for specific health conditions include the following. So it's good for addressing arthritis, gout, and sciatica, boils, dandruff, and eczema, cancer, and liver diseases. Isn't that something? So, and it goes on and on, but I just wanted to share that about burdock root tea. Yesterday I was enjoying peppermint green, peppermint tea, green tea, and cloves. Just combine those three. So today it's burdock root. Um, it's a blessing. I love it. I just want to share that with you. So thank you for taking this time. Thank you for your patience. I pray that there's a blessing to you. That if you didn't know about burdock root tea, you should look into it. It's worth it. So, all right, I'm out, and blessings to you and to everything that pertains to you.